Did West Africans come from ancient Egypt? Full 10 to 15 minute documentary script, neutral and educational. Opening, a question that spans a continent. Narration, across social media, classrooms, and cultural discussions, one question continues to spark debate. Did West Africans come from ancient Egypt? It is a question about identity, history, and the deep past of an entire continent. Ancient Egypt, one of the world's earliest civilizations, rose along the Nile River over 5,000 years ago. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers to the west, powerful societies would later emerge across the savannas and forests of West Africa. Were these histories connected, or did they develop separately? To answer this, we must go back, not just thousands of years, but tens of thousands. Chapter 1. Africa, the birthplace of humanity. Narration. Africa is the birthplace of modern humans. Fossil and genetic evidence shows that Homo sapiens emerged on the continent over 200,000 years ago. Over immense spans of time, populations spread across Africa, adapting to deserts, forests, mountains, and coastlines. These movements created the incredible diversity of peoples, languages, and cultures found across the continent today, rather than a single origin from one civilization. African history is a story of many migrations, many innovations, and many independent developments. Chapter 2. When the Sahara was green. Narration. Today, the Sahara Desert separates North Africa from West Africa. But it was not always a barrier. Between about 10,000 and 5,000 BCE, the Sahara was a lush landscape of rivers, lakes, and grasslands, a period known as the African Humid Period. People lived, farmed, and herded animals across this region. Rock art found in places like Tassili Najjar shows scenes of daily life in what is now barren desert. As the climate changed and the Sahara dried, populations migrated toward more habitable regions, including the Nile Valley and West Africa. This environmental shift helped shape the distribution of peoples across the continent. Chapter 3. The rise of ancient Egypt. Narration. In northeast Africa, along the Nile River, ancient Egypt emerged as one of the world's first great civilizations. Its achievements included monumental architecture, writing systems, complex religion, medicine, mathematics, and organized government. Egypt's location made it a crossroads between Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Near East. To the south, it interacted closely with Nubia, a powerful region in what is now Sudan. Trade routes carried gold, ivory, ebony, and cultural ideas along the Nile. Egypt was African in geography and deeply connected to neighboring African societies. Chapter 4. Connections across the Sahara. Narration. Even after the Sahara became a desert, connections between North and West Africa did not disappear. Trans-Saharan trade routes later linked the regions, allowing exchanges of goods, knowledge, and culture. Caravans transported salt, gold, textiles, and manuscripts across vast distances. These interactions created cultural links, but not a single migration that founded West African populations. Chapter 5. West Africa's independent civilizations. Narration. West Africa developed its own remarkable civilizations. The Nok culture in present-day Nigeria produced sophisticated terracotta sculptures more than 2,000 years ago. Later came powerful empires. The Ghana Empire, a center of gold trade. The Mali Empire, famous for wealth, learning, and the legendary ruler Mansa Musa. The Songhai Empire, one of the largest states in African history. Cities like Timbuktu became centers of scholarship, attracting students from across the Islamic world. These societies arose from local conditions, innovations, and trade networks, not from a direct migration from Egypt. Chapter 6. What genetics reveals. Narration. Modern genetic research provides new tools for understanding ancient populations. Studies show that African populations are the most genetically diverse in the world. West Africans form distinct genetic groups shaped by ancient migrations over tens of thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians themselves had a mixture of North African and Northeast African ancestry. The evidence points to complex population movements, not a single origin from one region to another. Chapter 7. Why the question matters. Narration. Questions about origins are often connected to identity and pride. For many people, exploring links between civilizations is a way to understand their place in history. But history is rarely simple. Civilizations influence each other while also developing independently. Africa's past is not a single story. It is a tapestry woven from countless journeys. Ending, a shared but diverse heritage. Questions about origins are often connected to identity and pride. Narration. So, did West Africans come from ancient Egypt? Science and history suggest a broader truth. All Africans share deep ancient roots on the same continent. But each region followed its own path, shaped by climate, geography, innovation, and time. From the pyramids of the Nile, to the empires of the Sahel, to the forests and coastlines of West Africa, the story of Africa is not about one origin. It is about a continent of many beginnings. End screen. Subscribe for more untold history of the world.